Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a totally different video review for you. This one is on one of my favorite hobbies, which is actually 3D printing. Now I'm new to this. I'm by no means a professional 3D printer. I'm just a hobbyist when it comes to this. And I've owned a 3D printer for a couple of years now, and I've done just a few prints here and there. But recently, this company by the name of Anycubic released their newest model printer, which is the Kobra S1 that you can see here. I had the opportunity to get one from Anycubic, and I ran it through a few test prints when I first unboxed it, and I was really impressed. So I wanted to share this experience with you guys. So check this out. All right, guys, so I have this printer set up on my pool table, as you can see here. I've owned, before I begin with that one, I wanted to show you that I've owned the Ender 3 V2 for a couple of years, and I love this printer. It has made some great prints, and the only reason I upgraded to the Anycubic is because I wanted to experience a little faster printing, and I was intrigued by all the features that the newer model printers are bringing to the market. So the first thing I'm going to say, guys, this is a perfect printer for any beginner in the 3D world. So if you're looking for an affordable printer that you can start off with in 3D printing, this would be an excellent option. I know there are many options out there, and this looks very similar to a lot of the more expensive brands out there, but let me tell you, from what I've seen so far, this thing is pretty impressive. So it's worth looking into. For starters, this has a plastic or plexiglass door, as you would call it. It is on hinges and has a magnet here, which easily clamps shut when you close the door. Now, inside the printer, what's different about this printer from my old printer is that in my old Creality Ender 3 V2, the print head is the one that travels up and down while it's printing, while the bed just simply moves forward and backwards. In this printer, the bed actually goes up and down, as you can see here from these tracks, and the print head itself is stationary. So the print head stays up on top, and the print bed is the one that goes up and down. Now, the bed itself here has a removable plate, which makes it easy to take your prints off once they're done, and because it's flexible, it makes it easy to separate the prints. Now, the added bonus to this panel is that it is a PEI sheet. Now, the PEI sheet is known to be the best type of sheet that you can use on a 3D printer because it allows for easy separation of the print material once the printing is complete. It has these little notches on the back end here that allows you to center it so it's always perfect on the bed. So you basically insert it here, making sure you get it nice and straight. Sorry guys, doing this with one hand, holding the camera, not easy. And then it sticks there magnetically. This printer also has a removable panel on top, also made of plexiglass, completely removable. This is not a hinged panel, which allows you to look at the print from up above or work on the print head if you need to. Looking inside the printer right here, this little white area that you can see there is actually a LED light bar which illuminates the print bed when the printer is running so that you can monitor your print and see the progress. Now, this printer does have the capability of printing multicolor prints, but you are required to have the Ace Pro unit, which I did not get. So right now I'm printing single color only, and when you print single color, it has a bracket that mounts to the back of the printer, and this is the way the filament is fed into the printer itself. Once you feed the PLA into the tube as far as it'll go, the printer automatically extrudes the filament. So you don't have to do anything. You don't have to sit there and push anything. The printer does everything on its own. And when you're ready to change the PLA color, you simply tell the printer on the screen to extract the PLA, and it will back it out and allow you to go ahead and replace it. Now back here, the printer has a little chute, and the little chute, which most people in the printing world call the poop chute, is where the printer spits out the extruded PLA that is not being used for the print. Now this printer is powered by your standard 110 outlet, and the power switch is in the back. Besides having the option to send your files directly from your mobile device onto the printer itself via the connected Wi-Fi, you also have the option to put in a thumb drive here and just put in your own files like the way you would on some of the older 3D printers. And this printer does include this thumb drive here, and in this thumb drive there is a few sample prints, and I'll show you guys. I went ahead and printed these. I printed a few of them already, and this is what they look like. So we printed out the spider. It printed out very quickly, and the quality is really, really nice. I believe we named this one Charlotte. Then we have this one here that printed exactly the way that you see it. It just comes ready to play right off the print bed. And I believe we named this one Finn. And the other one that we printed is this guy here, and we called this one Rex. All of these printed in a very nice quality, and they printed very quickly. So with these prints alone, I was really impressed. But then again, as most people in the 3D world will tell you, any files that come in the flash drive from the factory are of course designed to print perfectly. So over the next days and weeks, I'm going to put this printer through the test, and I'm going to see if I can print some of my regular files that I normally would have printed over here. And one of those files will be this guy over here, which on this older Ender 3 V2 model took about 47 hours to print. Now, just want to show you, although slow, this printer does a great job. And again, we're talking about the older printer here. And I printed a file that I got online. This is not my design by any chance, but I was able to download a file online from a great fellow who designed this, and I printed this out. Again, it took 46 hours, and because I do a lot of tool reviews and I have a lot of tools in my garage, I thought this was a perfect idea to go ahead and store my M12 batteries from my Milwaukee tools. And I'll just show you real quick here how this little battery holder works. And so there you have it, guys. This holds 9 of the M12 Milwaukee batteries. So guys, prior to getting this unit here, I did try the Creality Ender 3 V3 SE, and I'll tell you, I was not very impressed with it, and that is why you don't see it here. I actually sent it back, and this was printed with the Creality Ender 3 V3 SE, which is one of the newest models that Creality has out there. And as you can see, the print was very poor. And I know there'll be a lot of comments out there, people saying maybe it's the PLA that I'm using, but just know that the PLA that I used is the same one that I've been using on this printer here, and this printer continues, although slower, continues to give me quality prints, all in excellent shape. Again, we're talking about the Creality Ender 3 V3 SE. The last thing that I printed was this, a hitch cover for my brother's wife, and this turned out pretty decent, but again, I wasn't truly impressed with the quality. I felt that for the cost of that printer, this should have looked much better. So, but enough with that. Let's get on to the new printer here, which is the Anycubic Kobra S1. And again, this was in my quest to find a beginner 3D printer that was easy to set up and easy for anyone to use, especially someone beginning in the 3D printing hobby. Let's power this guy on so you guys can see it. When you first light it up, it has this very nice LED screen here, and the screen folds back. It is great. It is a touch screen. It is excellent. It's very sensitive to touch, and it's very simple to use. So as you can see here, the way I told you guys earlier, that this printer has a nice bright LED on the inside that really lights up that print bed while it's printing. And let's remove the top cover here so you guys have a better look now that the light is on at the built-in camera, which is right there, guys. So that camera looks, and it actually travels up and down with the print bed so that you can always see what's going on in the print bed from your mobile device. So I know I mentioned this already, but this printer, the only external option for printing that this offers other than the wireless printing is this little thumb drive. Now, my older printer would allow me to use a micro SD card, which I would put into my laptop, load the files here after slicing them, and then just print them off my printer. This one does not offer the SD card option, only the thumb drive, but it does include one, so it's something to keep in mind. If you're going to be loading files into this, you have to make sure that the laptop that you're using or the computer that you're using has a USB-A port so that you can load the files in here and then transfer them over to the printer. Let's play with the screen here a little bit so you guys can see it. It's very, very sensitive to touch, and it's great. There is no lag. As you can see here, these are the preloaded files that come in the printer. And as you can see, my little Rex guy is there, and my little Finn guy is there, and Charlotte is there also. So this is how I got the prints out of here. And as I mentioned before, the quality was truly, truly impressive. These things look very, very nice. And they would print extremely fast. This printer is very fast. And it's very hard to find a printer that can do a quality print at a high speed. Check out how fast this thing is. And this is in real speed here. This is not me advancing the video. And although it sounds a little loud when you close the door, you could barely hear the machine. All you hear is the fan and maybe a little bit of the motion from the print head. So when the printer is done, this is pretty much how you remove the print from the plate. Is you lift up this flexible plate here, take it out of the printer. Let's just close the door here. And then usually these things come right off, but it's easier if you just kind of flex it, which I'm going to do with one hand on the camera here. So you just kind of flex the corners. As you can hear, it's separating. This is a very good sheet, the PEI sheet that comes with this, because it allows for easy removal of the 3D print. And there you have it, guys. Okay, now this here, this thin layer, is a support layer which gets printed to support the print during printing. And it's easily removed. You just slowly pull it off, and it leaves behind just the print. There you go. So I pulled that all off. And here you have it, guys, the finished print. I think we may have a little bit here. No, this is oh yeah, this piece is supposed to flex. So there you go. We had a little support that was stuck there. I will also tell you that it is extremely quiet. Yes, you do hear the fans, which are ventilating the printer while it's on and printing. You also hear the print head moving back and forth, but it is a very, very faint sound. It's not the kind of sound that would disturb anybody. With the door open, of course, the sound will be a little more prominent, but once you close this door, provided you have the cover on top, it is extremely quiet. So if you're looking for something that you want to keep maybe in a guest room or in the living room, but you don't want something that's noisy, this is definitely a very quiet printer. When I got this printer, from the moment that I opened the box to the moment I was printing was probably in the range of about 20 minutes. And the reason I say 20 minutes is because there was just a few little things that I had to do, remove a couple of screws, remove the protective covering that they put on the print head for shipping. And aside from that, it goes through a 10-minute calibration process that it goes through at the beginning. So combining all of that with the unboxing took about 20 minutes, and I was printing very, very quickly. I will be using this printer to print a lot more of things like this, like little tool holders and organizers. If this is something that you're considering, maybe you're shopping around for a easy beginner 3D printer, yes, you have the option of getting this one. Although this one works a little slower, it is an excellent printer. But just few dollars more, you can upgrade to something like this and get fast prints, quality prints, and all the modern features, which is truly, truly amazing right out of the box. Now, I'm not trying to knock Creality by any means. I know a lot of people out there might say, hey, you're just knocking Creality. I am not, because I am a true fan of my Creality Ender 3v2, which I've owned for quite a few years, and I love this thing. I do, and I will not, get rid of this. This will kind of be my backup printer, but I am really, really happy that after trying the other printer, I decided to go with this one. It is definitely worth checking out, guys. I'm not getting any promotional benefits out of this. I am simply giving you my true and honest opinion on my research and the results of the printer. So guys, I hope you found this video helpful in some way. And if you did, and if you're thinking about getting this unit, go ahead and leave a comment down below and let me know. Let me know if you're going to get the standard Kobra S1 or if you're going to get the Kobra S1 with the Ace Pro unit on top. I believe they call that the Kobra S1 combo. It is a little more expensive than this one, but I'm sure it will be great to print 3D prints in multiple colors. I hope that in the future I will be able to get the Ace Pro unit for this one. At the time of this recording, the Ace Pro unit is not available. The only way to get it is to get the combo and get it as one. So if I get my hands on it, I will surely make an updated video showing the capabilities of this printer in multicolor, which I'm pretty excited about, and I'm looking forward to hopefully be able to do in the near future. Thanks for watching my video, guys. I really do appreciate the time you take to come here and check it out. I hope you're subscribed. And if you're into tools and DIYs on your cars, go ahead and check out my other videos, because I do a lot of tool reviews and I do these reviews for you guys.